Our Calgary and area's real estate market has shown continuous strength month over month in 2023. This video will provide insight into what's going on with our market, if we are in a bubble waiting to burst, what Calgary's doing to mitigate our housing crisis, and why we are making headlines. Here's our current market situation. In September, we saw prices up roughly 9% from last year. New listings were down 24.5% compared to last year. Despite inventory being down, September number of sales were up 28.9% compared to last year. So as we continue to experience lower amounts of inventory in comparison to high buyer demand, we sit in a strong seller's market. This means that more properties than not are selling quickly and for a very good price. We are still experiencing multiple offers in many segments of our market. Our total residential benchmark price sits at $570,300. What this market means for a buyer is that they will need to be focused, act fast, have a knowledgeable agent working with them, and be financially prepared to make the next step. What this market means for sellers is that you will actually sell, unlike some previous years, and for a very good price. Your efforts will show by way of your final price. If you connect and work with a knowledgeable real estate agent who uses the best of today's tech to showcase your property online, as well as make the effort to showcase your property in person, you will have success. I hear this chatter a lot, and let me clarify something. There are absolutely no indications that we are in a bubble. We don't expect the market to fall from under us. Calgary made headlines for setting a Canadian record for the highest levels of interprovincial migration ever observed by Statistics Canada. Our price growth is long overdue, setting us apart from other prairie cities, and yet we're still half that of BC and Ontario. The growth is in relation to demand, net migration versus available housing. Unlike some previous cycles here, this is not due to an oil and gas boom. The draw to Calgary is far beyond that. The demand will continue for years, some are predicting at minimum 7 years for a balance of available inventory. Our rental market is also experiencing a shortage of inventory in comparison to demand, which has increased rents. So, to rent a 2-bedroom apartment, it will run you approximately $2,400 per month. Using our city benchmark price for a similar unit, it would cost you $312,000 to purchase, or $1,926 per month for a mortgage with a 5% down payment. We currently sit at less than half the average sale price of both Vancouver and Toronto, and so with that and the growth of the friendliest city in the world, buyers should have confidence in trading in real estate in the Calgary and area. While we are half the price of some of the large Canadian cities, living today is expensive. We are certainly in a housing crisis. Thankfully, our federal and local governments are making steps to mitigate this. Now, it will take a long time, but there seems to be some steps being made in the right direction. Our federal government is allowing developers to save 5% GST to build rental complexes, which will be helpful as the margins are tight on these projects. Our local government has decided to change our zoning, which will allow more units and rejuvenate many of our older communities. The Calgary and area's real estate market is strong and positive. Please reach out if you wanted to discuss your own personal real estate needs.